Hey, what's up everyone? Morey Croson here, and today we're going to be going over how many steps you should be taking in your 40, and we're going to start the video right now. All right, so we got Jonathan Taylor here on the right and Chase Claypool here on the left, two of the premier athletes in the NFL. I thought it'd be better to be able to use really top-tier athletes when doing this. We have Jonathan Taylor, who's 5'10", and Chase Claypool, who is 6'4". I like being able to do two different heights, give you a better understanding of how much distance you should be taking per step, how many steps you should be taking in the 40. I think it's all really important. I'm going to also give you an idea timing-wise where he's at here. So first action we're going to say is at 8.2. And these end up being a little bit inaccurate here just because, timing-wise, there's sometimes some differences, but we got 7 steps right there, right? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? And he's crossing, he started at 8.2, and let's just go with that 7 step hits at 9.9, right? So that's 1.7 in terms of, how much time it took him from that start. And he's really crossed that already. So he got past that 10-yard mark in under 1.7 seconds. But that's typically what I say for people is 10 yards and it wants to be 7 steps. Okay, and then with Chase Claypool here on the left, we're going to go and we got 1, or let's actually look at the time first. We'll go 1.0 or 6.10. Okay, and then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and he's going to pass that in that time period. So let's just say he's passed around right there, so it's at 7.8. So again, we're at about a 1.7, right? And I think again that's a key, right? 7 steps I think is going to be the most that you want to be able to have in that first 10 yards. But if you can get underneath that ends up being good. Anthony Schwartz did, he obviously ran faster than both these guys. These guys both ran 4.4. But he took, at 7 steps, he was a little bit underneath 10 yards. So, you could get away with it, but, a lot of guys that I see run sub 4.5 at that 10-yard mark. They're at 1.7, and, obviously Anthony Schwartz is way underneath 1.7, but it took him about 7 steps to get that distance. All right, and now we're going to go to the next part here. So we're 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Again, this ends up being another important thing. We want to be at 12 steps when you're passing that 20-yard mark. And this is really when you start to open up your sprinting. Okay, so this is his 7th step, 8, 9, 10. He's really past at 11. So 6'4", you're past that at a little bit higher than if you're 5'10". Okay, but you really got to be able to reach and get your feet out in front of you in order to be able to get to that point where you can get to this 20 yards within that 20-step, time period, or sorry, that 12-step time period. Now we're going to go for the last part, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 is not quite there. So, 20 to 20 and a half steps at 5'10". Okay, and then we got, so this is 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Again, probably, that's closer to 18 and a half. So 6'4", 18 and a half steps to run 40. 40 yards, 5'10", about, 20, 20 and a half. So, I'd say somewhere between 5'10" and 6'1", you could probably get away with, being able to get between 20 and a half to, 20, maybe down to 19 and a half. Once you get above 6'1", you should be shooting closer to, 19 and a half to 19. Okay, and that would be anywhere between, 6'1" to 6'3"-ish, right? And then once you get to 6'3", now we're getting closer to under 19 and getting closer to 18 and a half to 18 even. I know Cam Newton also was in like that 18 flat in terms of his steps at 6'5". Right? So, obviously as you get taller, you end up wanting to pick up more distance per set. So, you really got to be able to open up that stride, maximize that stride. Okay? And that ends up being an important thing. But, the taller you are, this gives you an idea of what you want to be aiming for. So take note of how much time are you, because once you can go and understand this information, you can backtrack, right? Now you know, okay, it's taking me 18 and a half steps, right? Or maybe, you know, you're 6'4" and it takes you 20 steps. Now you can say, okay, I need to improve my turnover, right? Or if you're 6'4" and you're taking 18 and a half steps, okay, now you know you're taking the right amount of steps. Now now you understand the thing to improve is going to be how much time you're spending on the ground. Same type of thing for, you know, if you're 5'10". If you're taking too many steps, right, if it's taking you 22 steps at 5'10", now you know, okay, I need to go and get better within that area. You know, I need to pick up more distance per step. I need to optimize my stride. Now you can get into front side mechanics, back side mechanics, whatever the case may be. Same type of thing when we're looking at, you know, okay, now you get down to 20 and a half steps, let's say, okay, but you're still running 4.7, okay, he ran 4.4 here. And so if you're running 4.7, now you know you can improve how much time you're spending on the ground and being able to optimize that, your plyometrics, how much, you know, depth jumps, you know, things like that. Things that are going to make it so you're more springy is going to be where you want to put a bigger focus to be able to make the improvements within that area. So as always, guys, thanks for watching this video. If it helped you, go ahead and click that thumbs up down below. Subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions, comments, or recommendations, you can leave those down below. You know, we have a bunch of things in the description to help you out with your sprinting. We got the 28-day free speed challenge. We got speed breakdowns. We got a bunch of speed program options. All of that is in the description down below. Always trying to help you guys out. This is that time where you could really make a big improvement in, you know, your overall recruiting in general, right? More schools interested in you, more opportunities at the next level by going to some of these camps and really running a great 40. So want to be able to help you guys out there any way that I can. Reach out to me, and, you know, looking forward to helping you out. We'll talk to you soon.